try this again. We have some bugs because base input handler doesn't exist and input handler is hiding a global script class. We're gonna fix this somehow. But first I think I'm gonna finish the tutorial and hope it maybe fixes itself. Because we did the game over input handler. So we literally have this page left, and maybe things will magically fix themselves. What's this about Swedish vowels? 9 written vowels and 18, that's too many vowels. That's too many vowels. Playlist is darker today. Ooh. Maybe that's a touch loud. There we go. Okay. English has a similar number? Wait, how many pronounced vowels do we have? We've only got 5 written ones. 5.5? 6 if you count Y. 5.5. Altogether, too many vowels. I don't care if that's a perfectly normal number of vowels, it's too many vowels. Introduce a signal bus. Okay, so we're making a signal bus. Okay, utils. What? Oh, for the love of be small. There we go. Okay, utils. We need a new script. Signal. And it only does one thing. Oh my god, it's still not the right screen. Hi. We're doing so good today. I'm just so excited to code. The whole streaming thing has just been, it's just gone by the wayside. Sure, educate me about vowels. Clearly I have enough brain cells for that today. I don't think you want me to try to pronounce some of them. It's gonna be sad. Okay, wait, project settings. Auto load. What's the auto load tab? Is that? Oh, here, this tab. Folder icon next to path and navigate to signal bus. Set the node name to signal bus, yes, and click add. Now you should see the signal bus entered into the list below. Yes. Great. So So we're going to emit this new signal in fighter component. Oh, that's actually just the bottom. That's why it doesn't scroll. Okay, we emit the signal in the die function. We would determine that it was the player that died. Okay, after you died, signal bus. Player died. Emit. And then to catch that signal, we add one line to the ready function of input handler. Where's input handler? Fix this momentarily. Ready function after. Oh, I don't want to type all that. Okay, so this is saying connect the player died signal. What is this saying? Connects the player died signal in the signal bus directly to transition 2 and will bind the input handler's game over, meaning that the value will be used as an argument. That way, when the player dies and the signal is emitted, we automatically transition to the game over input handler, which will prevent the player from doing anything further than quit the game. Ah, neat. Okay. But we still have the lovely problem of cannot find base input handler in the current scope, and input handler hides a global scope class. So, gonna have to clean all that. Do that and just try to run. How explodey is it gonna get? Very. Game cannot find base input handler. Base input handler does exist, though. I'm starting to wonder if it's because it's not... I wonder if this is supposed to be attached to a node. Like, if it's... I feel like this is supposed to have the base input handler script. No wonder. Does that... No, this is saying... Never mind, that's not how that's supposed to go. Detach the script. Oh, okay, this is gonna be fun. Okay, back to chat. Try saying... I don't know what the little doodads above the vowels make them do. So I can't even try. I don't know what sounds they're supposed to be. And they're probably different sounds than English has. So I probably can't even do them without a great deal of instruction. I suspect, anyway. Okay. So it says I can find working code on this GitHub repository. And And we're on part 6. So I'm gonna see how their import and extends, not their imports, but their extends is set up. Because I've missed something. You are part 6, are you not? Yeah, you're part 6, so why does this not have remotely the same? It doesn't have all the tile. This is not right. This is not where we're at, because we changed how tile size things are working. Okay, let's try this again. Alright, I'm clearly missing some steps somewhere. I believe everything worked after refactoring. So we're just gonna start again at the top of part 6 and we're gonna find the part that we missed. That's what we're gonna do. A with the doodad is O, like a long O, or like a short O, like an aw. It's A without the J sound? What J sound? What does that mean? And O with the doodad is E, but with lips? I'm afraid none of this makes sense in text format. A. But I don't get it. Doesn't help that there's a major delay between I do a thing, chat sees a thing, chat responds to thing, and then I actually see chat, and then chat sees my response to the thing. There's like a 15-second turnaround time. What is this AE thing? What does that do? Oh. So saying A is it's the AE smushed together thing. A, E, J, drop the J. Isn't that just A? I'm still very confused. Let's start again with base component. Vectors components, base component. Yes, it's got the things. We have a fighter component. It's just been a very long week already, and it's still only Thursday, you know? It's mildly alarming to me that I apparently have a look that says it's been a long week. Went to dance class last night and there's so many people are like, do you need a hug? And I'm like, yes, but was it that apparent? Apparently I have a look. Don't love that. But I got lots of hugs, so that's not the worst thing, I guess. Okay, we made the fighter component. Same fighter component. Extends component. And that all seems to work. Made a fighter component definition. This part wasn't working, as I recall. Ran and rain. Okay, ran is... Oh, okay. Why is there... Okay. I guess the J has a very different use than in English. Which is part of the major confusion. Do I have... Assets, resources, default. I did spell this right, didn't I? Default death texture. Can I copy path? Just stick that in there. I believe all this part was working, because we had it working and we could run underneath other people and just our death texture wasn't working. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. We had A-star, people were chasing us, that was great. Yeah, we did this part. Along the path. Yes, we did all of this part, and this part was working. Match block is live. Handled enemy turns, that was great. Did all of this nonsense. That was all working. Did this part, this was all working. Okay. J is a pretty unattractive letter. It's just so weird to me that in English J does J, and that's it. But in pretty much every other language where J gets used, it's more of a Y sound. Which is... requires some mental gymnastics to make it work in my brain. Okay. Default death texture, we did that. We added that. This part, we did this part. We did this part. We did the death message part, okay. So literally we're right at this part. See it above. I don't know, English is a pretty overhyped language, to be honest. Just stole a bunch of stuff from other languages and like, this is ours now. Don't understand. Well, no, I do understand how it became one of the most spoken languages in the world, but... or at least the language of commerce, I guess, but ugh. I'm sure we could have picked something nicer. A new script extending node at base input handler. Source game event handlers base input handler. Base input handler extends node. And we had a file name input handler and we renamed it to main input handler. Okay, yeah, and change the first line. Wait, now rename the file into main game input and extends base input handler. Okay, that's what I thought. Now in the main game scene, remove the script from the input handler node, create a new script at game event handlers input handler. The game node will now call the new input handler and just request an action from the node, which will game input handler. So let's write the new top level class name input handler. Extend node, and it doesn't like our base input handler. This is very annoying. To make this actually work, let's add two nodes as children of input handler. Okay, so there's input handler. It has no script. We have main game input handler, which has this script. And we have the game over input handler, which has this script. And then there's the part that we just did, which was the signal bus. Which extends node and sends out the signal player died, and we did that stuff. That doesn't solve our errors. Damn Norman ruin English. It's more the fact that we took like 6 different languages and like the weirdest parts of 6 different languages and mashed it together on top of all the weirdness that was already English. Okay. We're gonna figure this out. We're going to figure this out because, I mean, we can't continue if we don't figure this out. So if I don't give you a class name right now, it still doesn't solve this point. Could not. Yes, 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 I know. So, you know, could not find base class Godot. Godot scripting engine is unable to locate the script or class name that defines the base type for an extending script. This can happen due to several reasons. Typo in the class name. Yes. But I'm reasonably confident I didn't spell it wrong. Right? This does say base input handler. And you're fine. I feel like you're supposed to be node. Because you're suggesting that you're supposed to be node 2D, actually. And I don't know how important it is, but I'm gonna put that up there. Oh. I also have this tile size here. I'm not really sure where that came from, but let's just throw that in there in case it helps. Okay, but there, game over input handler. What does your base input handler look like? Oh wait, technically we're looking at part 7. Let's look at part 6 so we don't spoil anything. No, not assets. Source. Game. Event handlers. Base input handler. Base input handler. Extends node. Does that. Okay, that's correct. Main game input handler. Oops. Oh, you just shouldn't have that. Maybe I missed a part. Extends base input handler. You're still upset about it. That maybe helps. And then we want game over input handler. Extends base input handler. Okay. But okay, what does input handler look like? Input handler. Right, because I had class name input handler somewhere else where I shouldn't have. That was a problem, but that's better. But now you're still upset about base input handler. Oh, hello, Amber. Amber, I can say your name. Hi. How's it going? I'm solving bugs, or trying to. I'm failing to solve bugs, is what's going on. So I don't think it's a typo. The script defining the file has been moved, renamed, deleted. No, but it does exist. Circular dependency. Okay, input handler depends. It doesn't depend on base input handler. Checkup appointment? Hope. The check's balanced? Where in here does input handler show up? Let's look at that. I wonder if input handler is supposed to have that script attached. I feel like it is. But it can't find the base input handler. This is very upsetting. Fuse custom glass fails to recognize it, possibly due to, and Godot fails to recognize it, possibly due to an issue with the project Godot file. Okay. Register custom classes, ensure the customers register properly, and that the project.godot files are not corrupted. Okay, well now that I've fixed some things, I wonder if I close Godot and reopen it. Maybe that'll fix it. Ah, the ear doctor. And so how are you healing? Well, I hope. Come on, Godot. Can be like that. And? No. Not find base class. In the current scope, I wonder, because it's not attached to anything. Like the base input handler class is not attached to anything. And this confuses me. Well, that's what I'm wondering. I'm thinking maybe I want the base attached to something. Because you can have just, for lack of a better word, ephemeral classes that aren't necessarily attached to anything. This is the part where game development specifically comes into play. Because I don't quite know the difference of when things do and don't need to be attached. Because it could just be that base input handler is not meant to exist necessarily. It could just be like, I don't know if interface is the right word, but certainly there's language, there's inheritance where you can make like a template, basically like this. I'm going to write code to create the template of an object, and this template is never going to get used as the object. It's just a template. But then we use this template, we inherit from the template to create actual instances of objects. So that's what I'm thinking the base input handler is. But that would mean that the input handler should not extend node, it should extend base input handler, which is not coming up as an autocomplete. Which I don't understand why. Background anchor for other things. Yeah, basically, yeah. Good, your ear's doing all right. I'm gonna be so upset if it turns out I've just like spelled something wrong, but I don't think I have. Okay, what if I just like rename this? And then name it back? Will that fix anything? Probably not. No. Oh, also main game input handler is definitely supposed to be in there. Hold up. Wait, now main game input handler does can extend the base input handler. What? This says extends base input handler and it does not have a bug on it. Oh. Wait, that's fixed? You guys, I dragged a file and now it's fixed. I don't know why. But it's fixed. I moved a file from one folder to another folder that I don't think should have fixed anything, but it did. And I'm not gonna look at it too hard. Okay, let's see if we can go clink, clink. Okay, is dead. But we still have, okay. So we have a functional game, but we still don't have there should be like a little skull and bones right here, and that's not happening. So I don't know if that's that our texture is broken or if it's getting drawn underneath the floor tile. But we have made great progress in that we have something working again. Okay. So we're gonna go. Gonna go back up here and we're going to try to find we made the death message and it's really just okay, entity definition maybe? No, entity definition. Spider component here. Okay, we did assets, resources, default death texture. It's the right size, it has a thing. So those are components, so it's got the fighter component. Texture equals death texture. Fine, death texture is okay, it's a texture, but I am unclear. Like, just by having the definition, is it... Does it just magically export the death texture and death color? Also, this is an atlas texture, not a texture. I wonder if that makes a difference. Nope, does not. Fun. Oh, we won one of the games last night. Ursula got her crown and trident after all. Perfect. I gotta play that game sometime. Okay, so in dance class last night, we've been working on Floorcraft this block. And as part of that, they've been putting us in chair prison. They've been setting up because we have this huge room to dance in, so they've been marking off a small part of the room as you must learn to dance small. But in order to do that, it requires a lot of shoulder muscles. I'm feeling it. Like, I was just doing a fun little dance thing and my shoulders are feeling it. Okay. There was something in this tutorial about Z values. Or is like Z level, like the stacking of things on a 2D surface. Somewhere. Need to read that part again. It's not there. Oh, literally right here. And enum where type equals value. Enum is technically an integer value, yeah. So if entity is set to the type actor, it will be drawn above one that is set to corpse. Learning to dance small is so useful. Because as the community grows, or if you just go to a place with a lot more dancers or just less space, as many spaces are, it's very useful to be able to dance in a smaller space that you can still dance, even though there's not much space. But it is a shoulder workout. To get that. Okay, so then we go back to entity definition and mechanics. Type is entity type dot actor. And so these will be 0, 1, 2. And so setting the Z index of us, of entities, that should make actors, like things that can move around, appear on top of items, and both of those should appear on top of dead things. Alright. Let's... Can I... Not that useful. This is unfair, they're just both beating on me. But there's gotta be... I want to know about the details going on in this tile. Okay, we have entities. I don't know how to see the information that I want to see. Want to know what this tile thinks it is. This does not help. Is the bug that the texture isn't displaying, or is the bug that the texture is displaying under the floor? Because these are two very different problems, and I don't know which it is. Ugh. As far as I can tell, the Z-index stuff should be working. So I think maybe... I think maybe it's a texture thing? No. Not under entities. Most entities. Oh, actors, components. Spider component. Okay, it does have the death texture as a texture. Add the texture to the death tone, modulate to the death color. That, as far as I can tell, is correct. Let's texture preload. Default death texture. Uh-huh. And this is assets. Resources. Default death texture. Not that that's terribly helpful to look at. I'm so confused. Oh, I did not mean to close that. Oops. That was supposed to be a maximize, not a close. I'm so perplexed. I don't know what else to even check for. Okay, how do I debug this? Is the question. How do I get it to tell me what's going on with my tiles? I just set up all the tiles. It's not. This is dumb, but if I put the entities node on top of tiles, does that change anything? No. I'm extraordinarily perplexed. I don't even know how to make it tell me what I need to know. As a debug thing, when set happens, I'm going to get it to print. What's the... Okay, just put it in brackets. Print. Want to know our entity name? God. I want to know our type, and I want to know our Z index. So in theory, we should get a little debug statement every time the type of an entity changes, which at the moment should be when it dies. Now we just need to find one. There we go. Okay. So after we killed it, it's called Remains of Orc. It is type 0, which is corpse, which sets it at Z index level 0. I wonder if that doesn't put it above the floor. I wonder if it's something incredibly stupid like that. Like, what if 0 is the same level as the floor tile? And so it's getting put underneath the floor tile. Or it's fighting with the floor tile and the floor tile is winning. I fought the floor and the floor won. I wonder if that's it. Nope, that's not it. So we've got Remains of Orc. It is type 0 for corpse, but Z level 1, and that's not... Or Z index, sorry. Z index 1, and that's not. That's not doing it. I'm gonna Google about Godot's Z index, because maybe there's something there. Alien Z index. Okay. Scale, skew, transform. Okay, but none of this is mentioning Z index. That's not what I want. Using tile maps, we're not using a tile map, I don't believe. You're just a node 2D though, you're not a tile map. And there was a reason that the tutorial specifically didn't want to use a tile map. I don't remember what it was. Several layers have an equal z-index property. The layer that is last is drawn on top. So now I wonder if I put this back. Oops. Nope, that's not it either. Things are getting set, they're just not showing up. And we're not using a tile map. Which would be, you know, helpful. Sprite 2D. What does Sprite 2D have to say about Z indexes? Okay, but you... still don't seem to have a Z index. Here we go. Is this out of date? There's a set and a get. I'm gonna try it. Wow. Oh, right, that's because... Let's see if that works. Still no. Just want things aren't actually changing, right? Like, I don't understand. God. Okay, so it is changing from 2-2 to 0-0. So, like, it is changing. It's changing if I do this, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so this part is working. And it doesn't seem to matter what level I draw it on, it's not drawing properly. So, that leads me to believe that I'm doing something wrong with the texture. I print entity dot texture. Before and after the death texture changes. Aha! Okay, so it has a texture, and then it's null, which means it doesn't exist. It's a null object. So, this is a problem. This line is the problem. The death texture is not happening properly. So, what does the example code show for fighter component? Oh, I missed some bits in init. Ow! Oh my god. I'm setting the death texture and color from the definition. I bet this works now. Oh, look at that, you guys! We can kill things. And walk over them. Ha 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 ha. We can... Yeah. Okay. Progress! God. It's glorious. It's glorious. Oh. Okay, quick stretch break while we set up for the next chunk of tutorial. Creating the interface. Oof. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. We need a rearrangement of the chair, that's what we need. Much better. Okay, we've got about 20 minutes left? We got about 20 minutes left. So, let's see how much of part 7 we can get through. Or do I just leave it here so I don't have to start in the middle again? You know what? I'm actually just gonna leave it here. I don't wanna. We had our success. I'm gonna leave it here. But I am gonna stick this code up on GitHub, I think. I'm just gonna... I don't know. I know it was a lackluster stream, but... I don't know. I'm lackluster. So that's all I got. Sorry. Go out on a win. Okay, that's what's happening. We're going out on a win. We'll be back tomorrow for Dwarf Fortress. Adventure mode is out. The adventure mode beta specifically. So I'm thinking we're gonna do some adventure mode Dwarf Fortress, which is basically if Dwarf Fortress was the game that I'm making. We're gonna do some Dwarf Fortress tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I think that's all I got to say. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a week. It's been a day. It's being. We're being. Alright, I'm babbling now, so bye everybody.